but it's coming very, very quickly. So we'll definitely talk about that today. So, okay, let me make sure that these things are up and we're good to go. And awesome, flying from Australia, sweet. Okay, well, I'll kick it off and welcome, guys. Grateful to see you. Give us a big wave or throw a five in the chats if you're not on video, but grateful to have you guys. If we haven't met before, my name is James Zheng. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a special call. So I'm glad that you got the word out there. It's a small call idea at first, now is buzzing and it's going around because this team is exploding all over the place. And today I wanted to give a little bit of a history as to where we came from and where we're going. And we're going to introduce a 90-day plan and a special initiative specifically with some of our good friends and partners. We got Mr. Dana Harper and Mrs. Amelia Harper here. Amelia's all the way in Nigeria. Amelia, say what's up. How are you?
What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, fam. I'm so excited to be up at 1 a.m. with everyone. This is the fun stuff, right? Getting in the trenches. So just if my internet cuts off, I hear I'm in a third world country, but I'm still on planet Earth. So I'm here with you. Excited to be here.
Does anyone else agree that Amelia, even though the video internet's a little bit choppy, which is fine, is probably the most beautiful choppy video that you've probably ever seen? Dana, would probably agree.
I completely agree. Completely. 1 a.m. doesn't matter what time it is of the night or the morning. She's beautiful.
Oh, good man, good man. That's right, ladies. He learned. Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. And I wanted to bring these two incredible superstars and legends with us as well too. Because what I love about our organization is this is not one of those top-down types of things. Has anyone here ever been in a culture, a team environment, a business before where it was really like hierarchical? Like you knew you had a boss and they told you they were the boss. You know, they made sure to try to like kind of oppress you or dominate you or, you know, have a power trip over you. And I've been in those places before, and I've actually been in that within network marketing before as well too. And I'm telling you this, no one likes that, and it does not work well in a volunteer army like network marketing. So something we pride ourselves about in our culture is we're all about collaboration. Partner Co itself, it's in our logo, is better together. So we're all about that because the truth is every single one of us here have gifts and talents to add to the table that we absolutely need. And we can add that to the greater and you take from the greater. I mean, we all rise up together as well too. But Dana and Amelia, I'd love for you guys to give a little bit of your background as well too, for those that don't know you, are legends in this profession. Collectively, they have over 40 years of experience in this profession. I don't know how, because they look like they're not a year over 20 or 30. Incredible parents. They are seven-figure earners in network marketing. They've built organizations, if I'm wrong, of over 25,000 people, $1 million month sales teams, like a lot of amazing things, you know? So Amelia, why don't we start with you? Just a little bit about your background on network marketing. So we know you a bit.
Oh, geez. Wow, what an introduction. But again, like you said, it's an honor to be here. And I hope my video is not too choppy for you to understand me. Just let me know if I'm still coming through
You're
okay.
good. Your audio is great. Your video, we are on every single word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just imagine you're watching like was it Pixar, or
Yeah.
those Lego movies. I'm Lego Amelia tonight. But yeah, so been in the industry, like James mentioned, along with my husband. But I guess you would say I started in the industry without knowing I started in the industry. My aunt signed me up for Herbalife or something like that a long time ago. It was so weird. Um, but when I joined forces with my
And had
husband,
multiple flare-ups in a span of 9 months. So
give me a
after
second.
surgery, the good news is
Making sales. All
oh,
good.
I love it, love it, love it. Get it, Lily. But yeah, so starting the industry with my, continuing the industry with my husband, and we were able to grow a business that I'm absolutely proud of. But of course, I started as a single mom, first of all, and then when we met and joined forces, mentorship was everything for me in this business. I didn't understand anything about network marketing. I didn't understand anything about, growing a multi-million-dollar business. But as we started to grow this business together, we learned so many amazing things that within 6 months, when we finally joined forces, my husband and I were able to replace our income. We did that our 3rd month. By month 6, we were able to hit, 6-figure income. And not long later, we hit 7 figures. But the best thing I can think of back in the day is all the wonderful milestones that we were able to not just hit, but help others hit along the way. And that was such a pivotal part of our journey. And that's why I'm excited about this call that we're having right now.
Gosh, come on. Mentorship truly matters. Who here would love some mentorship from Amelia Harper? Come on. She will always give you the truth with love, and she slaps you, but you love it. Like, it's amazing how you do it. But you're super humble and extremely wise and talented. So thank you, Amelia. Dana, you came first. You were born into network marketing before Amelia was, and I was as well too. So tell us a little bit about your journey, man.
Yeah. First, I'll just say it. Even to this day, it's very strange to hear edification like that. This call us gurus and stuff like that. Like I'm just like, guys, if you knew where I came from, like literally, I'm just an average everyday person that literally just wouldn't give up. And yeah, I started we were just talking about today, almost 24 years ago, I started in this industry. And that's not really a testament of like how great I am. That's actually a testament of how long it took me to learn and to grow and to develop. I was not the sharpest person, the sharpest, tool in the shed, so to speak, right? I mean, my background was a blue collar worker, no college degree, lived in a country farm town area, didn't have the right connections, right? But I saw this industry for what it could provide, a lifestyle, right? And what I fell in love with too, more than even the lifestyle that it promised us individually, was I love that the fact that you could create a business and create a lifestyle by helping others and by empowering others and by helping people get to their goals. And that is what has really been the motivation for us for all these years, right? And throughout that process, I had to grow as an individual. I had to grow as a leader. And so I'm very passionate in that part of this journey, because I am not the same person that I was 24 years ago by any by any measure, right? And so yeah, this industry, this journey has been completely life-changing in so many different ways. The memories, the experiences, the travel, the income, the freedom. The freedom is the most important thing in my mind. It is what drives us. But the most rewarding is seeing other people win. And we've always, I would say, from the last decade, our biggest focus has always been to make sure that there is a system and a process in place that the good person could win. The good guy, the good woman, the person that really they just want to have success and do it right, do it with integrity, do it honestly, and have success. And that's what we've always been striving for. And that's why the timing now is so amazing with this company, with the system, and what we're going to be rolling out. I'm so excited.
On. Who here considers yourself? It's a weird question, but let's be honest. You consider yourself a pretty good person. Like, you're nice, you're hardworking, you're diligent, right? Put something in the chat or put I'm good, or it's okay to own up to that, right? Like attracts like, and so powerful on that. So thank you, Dana. And I completely agree with what you said. The power when you obsess about other people getting what they want. Then on the flip side, you get the freedom as well. Now you guys are world travelers. We're about to hang out, Dana, in other places around the world and everything. So it's going to be super cool, So with that said, I just want to introduce him quick, because we have something that we put together And I'll bring you guys up in just a little bit as well, you know, but everyone has their story. You have your story too, by the way. I hope as you're hearing this, you put yourself into your own shoes and think, well, what's my story? You know, so to give you a little bit of a history lesson in this and why are we doing what we're doing now? We are in a place now where we are scouting for the next generation of Dana's and Amelia's. We're looking for the next generations of the Rick and Janines. I see you, Rick. What's up, man? Great to see you. Partners Council members out in Australia. We're looking out for the next Pam Middletons, who is one of the core members in the Warrior Movement. Like we're looking for the next Annika Bells. We're looking for the next so many, Tammy Egberty, so many amazing leaders that are in here, right? Yes, Beth and Joe, come on, let's go. And every single organization rises and falls based on leadership. But we want to create an opportunity at this point to actually have those that are ready to level up, that you know you have more potential, you know that you have more in you, you know you're willing, coachable, and hungry. You just might not know exactly, you feel like you might be doing everything, but somehow you feel a little bit stuck. Does anyone else feel like that? You feel like you're doing the do, you're showing up, you're posting, you're going to the meetings, and you feel like sometimes, why are other people winning so much relatively faster than I am? And that's why I also love like Dana's story, because Dana was not the fastest grower as well too. We all have a part in the journey and it's part of your story. However, what if we can accelerate that? What if we can help you to shortcut the inevitable things that you're gonna have to learn anyway, but make it faster as well too, you know? So why do I bring this up? Well, quick thing. So some of you guys might know, but I got introduced to this profession 16 years ago. I was a 19-year broke college student, didn't have my butt from my elbow, going to uni, failed miserably, but then learned some systems and skills and it ended up starting to grow a business, right? So fast forward, it led into a pretty cool career. You find a good system and you follow good mentorship. And I remember there was an opportunity like what we're going to talk about now, where I had an opportunity where I was growing a little bit. I was maybe making $500, $1,000 a month. If you launch your business, you have all the systems in place, you're going to start making some good money. But who here is not here just for good money? You're here looking for legendary money, freedom money. You're looking here for legacy money. Like you want to be able to travel. You want to take holidays, vacations. You want to be able to pay off debt, pay off your house, help your kids, help your spouse, retire them, do whatever you want to that lights up your heart. You want to be able to, one thing that fired me up before is my mentors would say, I want to be able to earn enough where I can order from the left side of the menu rather than the right side of the menu. You know what I'm talking about? You go to the restaurant, you look down, you're like, steak looks good. You look to the right, you're like, oh my gosh, never mind. So imagine being able to live whatever freedom means to you. That's our mission. So I remember feeling so stuck and I'm like, I feel like I'm working hard now and I'm getting good money, but it's not like what I really, really want. And I had an opportunity during this period on the screen that I'm sharing with you at a time in a company kind of similar to this. It was growing, it was getting out there, but my mentor had a mentorship circle open up. And I had the opportunity to come into that circle. And I remember just listening to his stories. I remember him telling me stories of how he made his millions. I remember him telling him little intricate leadership details, not the black and white. You're going to get that in all the other trainings of the YouTubes and everything. Mentorship is one of those things that you can only learn through proximity. You can only learn through experience. You can only learn through story. It's those little things. I remember getting all those little nuggets and I started to take that. And with the skills that I had, it started to compound and it grew. And this was back in the day. We did a lot of in-person meetings, but that grew, used the drops. It was really cool. And our team grew, our system grew, our success grew. And all of a sudden, it was like super cool. Got the trophies, got the cool things, married the love of my life. Actually, this event up here was the event that I dropped a knee and proposed to Becky there. My second recruit ever, also hit senior officer herself, optimized 2 lines, and now married for almost 10 years. So lots of fun. But I bring this up because that was good until it wasn't. And all of us are going to have different times in our life where you have success, but then there's times that test you. Who's been through a test in the last couple of years, or maybe you're still going through that right now? right? I see our amazing GG Vitality organization. Shout out to them. We so love them. Welcome to the family. A month ago, their dream home was taken away from them and their checks were taken away from them. Massive test, right? But the team came together. Annika went with the husband, gave some really good tips and just went moving. And a month later, talk of the town now and everything, you know? So you will get tested. And what happened was it got really bad. Some cool things. I had car things back in the day. Sorry, I haven't flipped through these slides in a while. So you get the cool stuff. You'll hit the cool things. All right. But what happened was within a year, we lost almost everything. Some things happened externally. Before we knew it, we went from hero to zero, lost everything, lost our home, lost the cars, lost our income, went back and I moved into my mother-in-law's converted office turned bedroom. And it was at the bottom of the bottom. My hair was super flat. That's called depressed flat. Yeah, absolutely. So it was at this moment, though, that just know any single time you go through a test, there's always a silver lining. And I believe God will test you and you'll learn the most in those times if you look for those silver linings. It'll actually become the platform for your future work. Who here's noticed that in your life, by the way? The things that were horrible before end up being the best blessing in disguise. You wouldn't want to go through it again, but you're grateful for the lesson through that. So might as well learn the lesson. And we learned some lessons and we said, you know what? Let's go do this again, but different. And set a new goal, set a new mission. And it was after that, our team dwindled to like 10 people. Shout out to Pam Middleton, one of the originals that is still here with us, been here with us for over 8 years. You know, Miss Pam, I got to bring you up here. Where's Pam? I got to talk to you real quick. Pam, I mean, we've known each other for a long, long time. My gosh, Warrior Movement co-founder, friends, family, and just inspiration. Pam, I mean, when you think about where we were back then, like what goes through your mind when you think about that was a long time ago?
Yeah, it seems like a long time ago for sure. But I just remember when you came home from that trip, how just defeated you felt. And I remember those of us in that picture, mostly all of us, we were just in your office in that home you just mentioned. And we're like, we got to do something. We got to change what we're doing to get what we all want. And and just thinking your wheels turning about what we could do differently to actually for each and every one of us to be able to grow from there. Yeah, it was such a turning point. It was amazing. Your leadership was incredible.
Oh, and likewise to you, Pam. My gosh. Pam is on Wellness Council and Partners Council. She is a wealth of knowledge, retired registered nurse, lost 46 pounds in, was it 3 months, 4 months?
Yes. Yeah.
3 months.
Yes, 3 months.
Like 20 kilos, you know. And how young are you, Pam?
I am 70 years young.
Wow. Wow. We have 70 lines and you're 70 years young. Come on, leading the chart. Let's go. So appreciative of you, Pam. Seriously.
Thank you.
I know. And with that, we had launched 4 years ago. We launched an organization called the Warrior Movement. And that came from a tested past. And it was a whole movement. It is a whole movement about empowering yourself in your inner word to become the best in mind, body, and spirit so you can crush it in business. And not too long after that, we launched. And this was literally 4 years ago. This was our team at that launch event. We went out to Utah. Some of us were there. Pam, you're looking amazing as always. And that started to grow and started to do things. In fact, Tammy Egbert was here. Tammy had just gotten started the week before. And Tammy, let me see, are you available to speak at all? Let me grab you. Here you go. Tammy. There you go. Boom. Can you mute yourself?
Hi.
Tammy, that's you. And that's Addison.
Yes, that was me and Addison. I had to bring my daughter because I couldn't leave her home by herself. And you said, bring her along. And I did. And we came, I don't even think I tasted the products yet.
No. My God.
I tasted Noni for the first time there in Utah.
That's right. And then you came on board, you saw the event. And what happened in the next period of your business after that event?
I was super excited. I definitely caught the vision, and I had been part of a previous company that I didn't feel connected to, or that had leadership that was like a vision of where I was going. And I just hung on to every word you said. I said, James, I'm ready. Take me. And you did. And we got to officer within my first 6 months. And it was very exciting. And I have not lost my vision since. So I've been here for 4 years. And the warrior movement was very near and dear to my heart because of the mission statement that you wrote. It was right on point.
So appreciate you. We were just hanging out. You just won the corporate Punta Cana incentive trip. So you and your hubby, Robert, were there. We're hanging out and everything. So appreciative for your continued growth in leadership and contribution. Guys, there's never an end point. We're always growing, right? Who here knows that? Like, there's never the end. It's just, the day you stop growing is the day you start dying. All of us are constantly evolving. So Tammy, hey, we're matching today. I know.
Yes.
I just forgot my long hair at home, so gotta
Come
get
on
that
now.
Yes. Thank you, Tammy, and so appreciative for your partnership and collaboration for the many, many years that we've been together. So
It's an honor. Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely. And there's like so many names, right? Sean Nakamoto, Lily Liu are co-founders of the Warrior Movement as well, too. And then through that, we've had so many amazing, hold up. There we go. We have so many amazing memories as well. One that comes through, and it's important when you have strong leadership. Here's the topic, right? When you have strong leadership yourself and leaders within the team, it doesn't matter what happens in your environment, you can withstand any storm, right? Good times will happen. Right now in Partner Co. Partner Co is going through an explosive season. Rising tide carries all ships. But in life, there's going to be ups and downs. And truly the biggest test during those times in your business life is how strong is your leadership and your people's leadership. And if you're able to withstand those, then that's a really cool test. We went through eventually a bankrupt company, as some of you might know that story. Partner Co. was not around at that time, but it's because of this leadership, this team, this organization that came together and said, you know what, we're sticking together, we're moving forward no matter what. Shout out. I remember there was an event, the first event that Partner Co. did that wasn't even Partner Co. We went out to Utah. There was people like Carol Thomas, Diane Odom, Angie Bloom Hewitt, for sake of example, that all went on their own dime. They said, let's go see what this Partner Co. thing is about. Angie said she chose Partner Co. twice, basically, in this mission twice, and now doing amazing things as well, too. And that brings us, why did I bring this up? That brings us to what eventually happened. As leadership grows, your business will grow as well, too. And attraction starts happening. One thing that we pride ourselves as organizations here is we are the most innovative, the most collaborative, the most forward-thinking, the sexy, I don't know if maybe I'll say that, the sexiest. Is it okay if you guys who here likes to feel sexy? That's all right. Yeah, I think we're pretty cool. All right, I'll just say how it is. Nothing wrong about that. Sexy from the inside out, So whatever that it is, this was the last PXP. And Angie, oh, you have your hand up. She's like, I'm sexy and I know it. That's what happened there. So we started attracting amazing organizations and amazing leaders. And this was last September at the annual Partner Co experience in Dallas. By this time, Dana and Amelia, we had partnered up. Cindy and Lindsay, many of you know the incredible Cindy and Lindsay, partnered up. And we slammed that stage and we did amazing things. And it's just continuing to grow from there. In fact, right now, as we speak, as an organization, did you guys know that in the world, there's this thing called power ranking? And right now in the world, this entire collective of organizations is number 3 in the world out of 400,000 partners. So huge congratulations. That's really by every single one of you that's happened. All right. And what this has done now is huge congrats. Seriously. And we're right around the corner from Susan Cameron and Susan Frank. And we love them to death, but we're also very competitive. And I already know it is already done. So watch out, Susans. You know, we'll give them a little bit of a challenge and fun, right? And now we're in a place where we have an organization of organizations that we endearingly call the Champions Network, because leaders, just working with leaders instead of working with leaders, and whether that's the Warrior Movement or the Revolution or F10X or GG Vitality, or this will fill up. Some of these might be you in the future. You don't necessarily have to. You don't have to get your own name necessarily. But there's going to be more tribes that come together. All right. And that brings us to a place now where we're thinking about what's next. The best is yet to come. How do we all duplicate further? How do we all actually be able to maximize things? Well, everything rises and falls based off of leadership. All right. And that's what we want to do. So let me give you a quick thing here. I hope that history lesson was okay. If that was somewhat interesting, drop a 1 in the comments below. If not, then I won't share these things anymore. You know, so we have some lineage at the very least. I hope that's what it shows you. We don't quit. We keep on going, and we just continue to rise, right? So one thing we've realized is along the way is that there is such a thing of a blueprint. All right. We've noticed things with the comp plan on how to maximize it. This is on USD, by the way. How to maximize it and what are the main points to be able to create wealth and income and scale. So for example, most of us know this. Your number one goal when you get started is ultimates. Who here's already ultimate, by the way? Give me a wave or put a U in the comments. Like, huge congratulations. Candace just got started. She went ultimate. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm speaking to the choir here, Vanessa and Ree, and wow, congratulations to everybody that's gone ultimate. If not, that's first target, right? Then from there, you start scaling through the comp plan by serving others. Here's the key tip. If you want to grow to a higher title, become the leader that you need to be at that title. In fact, I love to ask, because Dana and Amelia, they are leadership experts. And I'll ask Dana first. Dana has had opportunities to train alongside John C. Maxwell, the leadership guru. Dana, I love listening to his Breakfast of Champions calls all the time. Dana has the voice of the gods and a goatee that I wish I could grow. He has hair down here. I have hair up here. You combine together, that's why we're brothers, you know? Dana, when you think about leadership, what is leadership if you were in a network marketing context? Because it's a big word. That means a lot of things, but in your eyes.
It really does. It really does. Leadership in my eyes, especially in this industry, first and foremost is someone that leads by example, right? It takes the initiative to do what needs to be done, really without any type of direction or being pulled along, but does it, right? To, it's kind of like there's a picture I remember seeing before where in corporate America, right? You have the leader from the back, right? You have the employee that's like saying, go do it, do this. And then there's the other picture of a network marketing leader, right? And the leader's in the front, right? And that's what the difference is this is the type of leadership that the leader has to be out front. The leader has to lead by example. And everything that he or she is doing is to serve the masses, serve the team, it's a servant leadership. And I believe in my mind, I believe the type of leadership that people become as they are, the longer they're in this industry and the more they learn, I believe is one of the strongest types of leadership available. Because why can I say that? Because in other types of leadership where you're given authoritative leadership, people have to follow you because they're told to. There's some sort of negative repercussion if they don't. But in this industry, people don't have to follow you. It's a volunteer army. So this is an industry that requires the absolute best of the best out of us as we grow in our leadership. And I love that it develops those types of people. So that's when I say a leader in network marketing, I actually see that person far above leadership and many other industries and categories.
Kind of like this one, right?
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
There it is. And there's a saying, there's an old adage that, and that's why this business is brutal, because your check, your team, everything that you see is a direct reflection of your leadership. And one adage that kind of it haunts me a little bit, because I thought I was a leader, because I'm a, and then the adage is this: a leader that has no followers is simply taking a walk. So if no one's following you, no one's listening to you, no one's influenced by you, no matter what title you are in Partner Co, you can be a chairperson 5,000. If no one's following you, then it's a reflection on that we can become a better leader. But here's the flip side too, is, well, Dana, I'll ask you this. You've seen many leaders. You've helped many leaders. Are they born, or can anybody learn leadership? What do you think?
I think that's the age-old question, right? There are people, right, that maybe they have tendencies, natural tendencies towards leadership. And for some people, it might come easier than others. However, I'm a firm believer that leaders are created. I think I saw it in the chat. I think Annika put that, right? That they develop, they learn. And I'm a firm believer that, yes, anybody, I don't care, yes, you might have someone that has a more tendency in leadership than you can still be a greater leader by the time and the effort and learning and developing yourself specifically around leadership, right? There's all types of development, personal development, but there's development specifically on leadership as well. And that's should give everyone hope, right? That should give everyone a chance to say, you know what? It's just a decision. I can decide that I want to be that leader and put forth the effort, put forth the work and the commitment, and learn and become that person.
I love that. If you today are willing to make that shift or take the next level of your shift, put "I am a leader" in the chat below. It's a weird thing to say, to be honest, because I didn't view myself as a leader. And I started saying it, I'm like, this is not coming out. It's like it would block out. And then now it's like, no, like it absolutely is the case. So Dana, thank you for that experience. So what are we doing here, and what are we putting together? Leadership's one of those things that it seems almost so foreign. It's like intangible. It's like this lofty idea, but it can be very practical. And I'd submit it is the most important thing as well too, especially in a time like this, when Partner Co as a company is winning like crazy around the world, when the profession as a whole is they're looking at only a couple companies and we're the top. All right. You can ask Annika, you can ask Dana and Amelia. In fact, Dana and Amelia have a YouTube video of, out of 50 companies, why did they choose Partner Co, for example? 100 companies, why did they choose that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's very specific reasons, but there's also kind of, we were talking with Dana and Amelia. Amelia, I'd love for you to chime in on this. Leadership. We're now in a time and a place, and I love technology. I love social media. I love we can do things from our phones. I love that I think about the old pictures, and you guys have been through this too. I love we don't have to, as a primary, always have my living room be a meeting room. I love that I can have a home now. I love that I can do things from around the world. I have a global family. We have a global family, right? I love that. But also with technology, I think there's also some things that might be missing. One of those is leadership. And I think it sounds, you guys have told me there's like a leadership gap, but Amelia, do you mind talking on that? Like, what are you seeing as opportunities now or voids in network marketing that are super important to fill?
I think I mean, you said it very well. And even my husband, as he went into the importance of understanding what true leadership is and what it isn't. Right now, in the industry, especially companies that miss the mark, where they put this fake image of leadership as being this god, with all the followers, and you've got all these people. But what has happened that I feel personally is that the baton is not being passed forward. Now you have, folks from our era, I should say, or even maybe a little bit before, that are the legends in training leadership in this business, that are the ones who understand what it really takes. But then are we truly training others to do and be exactly what a leader is supposed to be, right? Serving others and, influencing positively lives and doing the right actions every single day to prove that you are a leader, not just say I'm a leader just because I have a title. That's not, you could be like you said, chairperson 5,000, and you're not a leader, right? Because maybe a couple of people were put in your business and that made you chair 5,000, but that does not make you a leader in the business. If people are not willing to follow, like you said, you're just taking a walk. So I think it's so crucial that that gap is filled so that what we're building here, especially now that PartnerCo is that name that everyone's looking at as the company that's got all the boxes checked. I think it's so important that we are also filling that gap and training true leadership and helping people become the leaders that we know they are. You don't have to be like super right now, but we can show you, just like we were taught and just like we have done, we can show you exactly, what those people, what you do in order to be that leader that you're supposed to be. And that's something that I feel I'm excited about it. Dana and I have been talking about this for so long, and being able to merge success in this business with true leadership, that's what it equates to. And so very excited about it.
Well said, Amelia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So wait, so there's an opportunity now for all of us to step out. And one thing, if you've been watching any of my content, I was in Australia last week, and I did a live while I was out at the Sydney Harbour. And the words came, which is become the ultimate upline, right? Like be the one, be that person. And I think one thing that is missing more than ever, who here can agree that the world, in terms of the health problems that our products solve, hormone imbalance and weight and inflammation, all that, who here can agree that the world needs solutions to that more than ever now than ever, right? And we have amazing products that can solve that. That's not the issue. Can we also agree that the world more than ever now needs ways to make more money? Cost of living increased, like just everywhere around the world. It's chaotic. People are busy. We have a lot of things going on. So the needs for what we offer as a business are just growing, if anything. And we're in a game-winning company. But what makes the biggest difference then in the outcome in your business, in your income, in your legacy is ultimately the X factor is you. You are the value. You are you.inc. And when you understand that you can add more value to you, so you can add more value to people, and you take that ownership and you say, I am the upline. I am the leader. Because let's be real. Who here has had people that sponsored you or in your upline that they're not here anymore? Or maybe they didn't treat you well? I had uplines, by the way, that stole lines from me, right? These things happen, but it doesn't matter because ultimately they don't pay your paycheck, whether they were good or bad. If you have a good upline, wow, like amazing. That's why we love our support here, because we always want to make sure you have the best of the best. But even with the best of support, I will tell you this, here's the honest truth. Until you make that conscious decision, I'm talking to the person who wants to get to the top 1%. I'm talking to the person that wants to get to the 6-figure plus income. I'm talking person that wants to optimize 2 lines plus, who you would love that opportunity to make a 6-figure, multiple 6-figure income. Putting me in the comments below. Like, if that is your aspiration, I will tell you this, it takes an identity shift where you say, the buck stops with me. I am responsible for my people. I am there to serve and support them. If there's anyone else, great, but I'm going to find the answer. I'm going to get better. I'm going to step up. I'm going to do whatever it takes until we figure it out, as long as they're willing, coachable, and hungry. Until you make that shift yourself, and it can happen. It's not a title. You don't have to be a CEO like Dana and Amelia. You just have to be, you don't have to be a manager. You could be brand new and say, I am the upline. I am the leader. Now we're going to collaborate as well too. If you're willing to take that shift, put I am the leader in the chats below. So important. And that's what we want to be able to help you guys with here. Okay. So we have a little game plan and proposal for you guys, because leadership absolutely can be created. In fact, you're talking to 3 people here that all of us would say that we were not born leaders. We were definitely developed over the course of time. 90 days can change your life. 90 days, when we launched the Warrior Movement, took us from nothing to going back to a very, very cool place. 90 days, GG Vitality is within the first month. I imagine 90 days would be crazy. 90 days, and Dana and Amelia and their amazing organization in this company, that was amazing. 90 days when Tammy launched her business, for example. I mean, 90 days. 1 week could change your life from partner. Yeah, we'll change that. That's saying right there, right? But we have around a little bit more than 90 days away from the next PXP. Here's one thing, and these are things that are not taught as much, but Dana, Amelia, and I, we come from a background where this is in our blood. Leaders build from event to event. Rick and Janine, I mean, they're legends. They know this. They train this. They coach this. They grow from event to event if you want to build a massive organization, okay? Well, the event that we're talking about is PXP, and then we're going to the next PXP. This one's massive. Let me play a quick video for those of you to get a little taste of what there's going to be. Let me know if you can hear this. If you have not been to a PXP before, I mean, it is something else. It is something else. So we're going to Dallas. That is the place that we're driving to. It starts in North America, then it goes around the world. And I'm going to give a little picture. I was masterminding with Dana before this, and we're talking about, well, what's our goal with this group to be able to do? So we have this whole 6 and 6 blueprint. But here's what we want. We broke it down to 3 months. So month 1, month 2, month 3. In month 1, here's what we want to really teach you specifically. Is what we found is, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's not tough to sell a product in partner code because the product is pretty good. They're really good. Who here loves our products here? Like, they're amazing, right? Use it, get your stories, share other people's, like reels, whatever, you know? So it's not hard to get a customer. But the part that we found the most difficulty typically is duplication and enrolling another partner. Who here has honestly struggled with recruiting someone else to do this crazy thing with you, right? I know you feel like, why is no one else seeing it? Am I the only dependable one? Why is everyone else lazy? You don't say that's just me, right? No. So, but there's a science to it. You can recruit. It is a way, it's a methodology, right? Dana and Amelia, how many people have you guys recruited in your career? What do you say in network marketing?
In the career?
Yeah, in your career.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah.
Amelia?
Definitely hundreds. Yeah, definitely hundreds.
Yeah, absolutely. Hundreds. Easily. You know, if you do it once, you could do it again and again and again. Our goal by the end of month 1, imagine there's 90 days, is to help you, assuming you're from scratch, help you have a team of 10 people from nothing. Okay? But you would love it if you went from 1 to 10. And now you have 10 times the duplication, right? How awesome would that be? And not just have them, but have influence with them, right? Like we're going to show you how to become the leader so that that can happen. Month 2, though, we're going to scout from those 10. We're going to scout your leaders and show you then how to duplicate. And month 2, you should have at least 20 more brand partners. Okay. If you want to visualize this, you'll have, actually, it'll look like this. First month, let's say you have 5 on each line. Second month, you have 10 more on each line. So imagine you have 15 people on each line. By month 3, we believe that with that many people driving into PXP from scratch, you can do a business where from start to nothing, you can do at least officer. At least you can produce optimization volume with your own organization, okay? And that equates to a pretty nice paycheck. $1,000, let's see, where is this here? That's $6,000 a month when you hit officer. That's the top 1%. In 90 days, imagine you did that. And then what you do is you bring them all to PXP. Our target is to help you get minimum 10 new people to PXP. And then actually get 20 or 20 or more. So imagine you're there and you take rows now at PXP. It's not you a single or you with someone else, but you have rows and you're trying to section things off and you're like, it's my crew. You're taking your team photos and doing your thing. Imagine 10 or 20. Guys, Becky Zheng, when she first got started, was a 20-year-old broke college student. And in 90 days, she had a team of 20 and brought them to the international convention. So if she could do that at 20 years old, I'm sure we could do this as well too, okay? So these things are absolutely possible if you do things a certain way. What's that going to do though? PXP or big events inspire top money earners. So imagine you brought this crew out to PXP. You will have some top money earners be born from that. The next 90 days after PXP, you'll have 2 lines explode and you'll optimize those. You'll go senior officer with no problem. We want to help you grow a business where it's not hard to make money, where it's not hard to scale, where it's just like you wake up and it's like, oh, of course money's just coming. Of course people are just winning. You don't have to like force it, right? If you're forcing it, then it's not necessarily the right way to build this business, okay? That is our mission. Who here would love that to happen for you in the next 90 to 180 days? Does that sound pretty cool? All right. These things can be systematic. The question is how? How? We have our systems in place. Follow your team systems, follow your boards, follow everything, right? But when you put in leadership, it does something different. So Dana and Amelia, we were talking about what we wanted to offer. But what do you think we're going to do? We're going to do a cool mentorship group. But why would this be a difference maker at all? Maybe Dana, you go first.
Well, I think part that I'm really excited about, there's a lot of it I'm excited about. I mean, first and foremost, I just want to say that James, when you showed that picture of you in the crowd, right, early on, that just brought back so much memories. I remember always being in the back in the crowd, no one really knowing who I am at the conventions in the like top nosebleed sections. But as I was going through the process and learning, and I started qualifying to get into leadership, those were always my favorite events to be a part of, the leaderships. Every single time, because I said to myself, this is where they're going to teach the secret sauce, right? This is where they're going to share stuff that they're not sharing with the masses. And this is where, when I did get into those events, I found that I learned more from the stories, from the examples, from the raw locker rooms talk, right? I was picking up what I needed to know to be that leader. And so I'm excited that this what we're creating is going to create that type of environment where we're going to be, really, we don't get to select. You select yourself. You basically identify yourself as, I want to be one of these next leaders, right? And we get to then take a small group of community of people and give them that locker room talk, give them that the insider, behind the curtains kind of like just raw, unfiltered, this is it, right? And I love being able to have those types of conversations with people that want it. They want to hear it direct. They want to hear what they need to do, right? They want that coaching. They don't want us to tell them what they would like to hear. They want us to tell them what they need to hear, right? To make that difference and take things to that next level. And I'm excited about that. And there's so much. I mean, the accountability. I don't know if you want me to talk about that briefly because
Yeah.
I love accountability. Um, Accountability was the biggest game changer I can see in our business, the biggest game changer. And so we're going to have an aspect of accountability here, right? Because here's what I know about myself is I won't push myself to the extreme that I need to, especially in the early days. Now I'm built up some discipline, right? But in those early days, I won't push myself past a certain extreme, right? But when I was introduced to accountabilities and I was accountable to other people, because sometimes we find there's a disconnect between what people say, what I say I want to achieve, and then the work I'm willing to do to get there. There's a disconnect. But how I was able to fill that disconnect, fill that gap was accountability. Because first I said what I wanted to the group, and then now I had to be accountable to do the activity to get there. And it was one of the biggest changes for Amelia and myself. So those two aspects I'm so excited about.
Huge, huge. Who here knows there's things that we should be doing that we just don't do, right? And we all need accountability. So we will have that. Who here is the type of person you're okay with being kept accountable if it's for the good of your future, right? Yeah, put a me in the comments if you're like, yeah, I'll take it. I will absolutely. I will pay people to keep me accountable if needed, right? So we have that. We'll have accountability. We're going to open up a group. It's going to be connective. It's going to be closed once it's closed. We're going to get to know each other. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have fun. We're going to make new friends. You're going to have accountability. We're going to ask you to show up. You will not be able to hide, all right? It is you are the leader, and it's going to be amazing. Amelia will make sure that you do not hide. She will pick you out from the crowd.
Gonna be on you, honey. Yes. I'm so excited about this. We're gonna be in the trenches together. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna walk the stage and we're gonna celebrate and we're gonna cry and we're gonna laugh. It's just gonna be all the fun things. This is the moment that takes you from being just a member, a team member, to being in the game, being an actual player in the game, and help PartnerCo reach 1 million plus 1 billion, above. So we get to actually play. So this is fun.
Perfect. Yes. So you're going to get upfront, close and personal mentorship. You're going to get accountability. You're going to have a game plan. You're going to have strategy skills, all the things, lots of fun. Who here would love to be a part of something like that? By the way, give me a wave or put me in the comments. So the question is how? All right. Very simple. We will never charge you coaching fees, by the way. I'm personally an advocate of the philosophy of I want to get paid from the comp plan. All right. Some people do things differently. That's their own philosophy, but I think I want to get paid from the comp plan. I'd rather have it be where we get paid because you win, because that keeps us accountable as well, too. This is a business whereby you getting paid more, you get more benefits, which is kind of cool. So we're opening this up for starting actually this week, but going until May 30th. So next Friday. If you'd like to be a part of this, and anyone here is welcome to be a part of it, bring your teams onto this. Here's what you do. Number one, if you're not ultimate, be ultimate. Want to make sure we can max out the comp plan with you. Number two, purchase your PXP ticket because leaders show up. Get your PXP ticket. Go to Dallas. And number three, personally enroll 500 points of new customer or brand partner volume. It could be 10 customers. It could be one brand partner. It could be whatever combination. but it's personal sponsorships. You cannot buy it your way into it. So it's honor rule, but we want legitimate business that you're doing. All right. It's actually only 500, Tammy. So I was talking to Becky. She's like, let's just make it 500 to make it nice and simple, right? It's not hard. We just want to give you an opportunity to just be like, we're just looking for you to raise your hand, but have it where it's something legitimate there, right? So do 1, 2, 3, you are in. And my recommendation is this: get it done as soon as possible. This post just went up in the Word Moon Facebook page, and then we'll add you into the group. And then we're putting together 90-day plans for PXP already. But this next 2 weeks is going to be very key. Who yours in, right? Put I'm in the comments below. Yeah, there we go. Come on. It's going to be fun. We'd love to have you be a part of this. Everyone here can absolutely do it. We are so proud of you. So here's some homework then. Okay. What do you do? Number 1, get yourself in ASAP. Number 2, share this replay with any teammates that didn't make it. Have them watch this. We're going to show you how to duplicate. And one of the biggest things that you want to learn is how to promote events. Leverage just like crazy. Who here would rather have it be that someone like Amelia, Dana, and I are coaching, mentoring your people rather than you trying to mentor them yourself? Yeah, so much easier. Eileen has to be new volume. So new volume that's in the system. Okay. So with that, game is on. Amelia, Dana, did I miss anything on this? Pretty clear?
Yeah, I think we handled it. I'm just excited. I love this. I can't even express how much I love this because it's taken me back to what made the biggest difference in our journey. And so, and I was someone who wanted to make that change, right? And that's what I love about this. We're not forcing anyone to do anything, right? It's 100% based on each person's individual desire to take their business to the next level and to say, hey, I want to be a part of this group. I want to be part of this mentorship. I'm going to do what I need to do to show that I have the desire first and foremost. And then we will help you take and build from desire to ability, to skill set, to development of a leader. And 90 days, like you said, 90 days can be life changing. It's just making a decision. So I'm so excited about this.
Absolutely.
Everything he said, but just, you're not even going to believe how you're going to be and who you're going to be at PXP. It's going to be so much more than walking the stage. It's just going to be, you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to be proud of your team. You're going to look around. People are going to be thanking you. Wow. So the action you take today is not only going to transform your life, your business, but also lives of people that are just waiting for you to step up right now. So now is your time. The call. Answer the call.
100%. Couple last things. Have an opportunity this Thursday or Friday if you're in Australia, New Zealand. We're going to do a business presentation. So if you want to leverage this, you heard from Dana today. So me and Dana are coming together. We're going to do a business call. Oh, this is going to be good. So bring your prospects. Bring whoever you want to enroll as a partner onto this. This is posted in Wellness 360 right now. It'll be replayed, of course, as well, too, if the time doesn't work for you. But drive this, take advantage of it. Right around the corner, we can do that, you know? And last quick thing. Annika, I was wondering if you had a quick moment to speak as well, too. Is that all right? Okay. Because I'm always honoring of what different leaders are doing and everything, too. And so I was trying to keep this like, yeah, let's just try something. And I brought it up to Annika. Annika's like, that sounds exciting. All right, let's go see what's going on. Annika, what's going through your mind? Because you're like, I'm all in. This sounds cool, but I'm going to mute you here. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, perfect. I was typing in. You need to unmute me, wouldn't let me. Thank you so much, Dana and Amelia. I can't wait to hear your leadership and be able to learn from you guys. You seem to have a wealth of knowledge. This collaboration doesn't happen very, like for us personally. Modere, when it collapsed, it was very segregated and not from our choice. So it's to come into this company is super refreshing. And we love collaborating. We absolutely understand that we're still very new to this industry. But one thing that we are very good at is social media and our culture. And if that's anything that we can offer to you guys with strategies, we look at all angles. We're very lateral thinkers and we are action takers. So with DMOs, with 60-minute trackers, we've got so many things to offer you guys that we would love to share and be open to listening to your leadership too. And this is, it's a new challenge for us. So thank you so much, James. And this was a beautiful call. Never forget to tell your stories. Like, it's our stories that make us, human, and it gives so many people out there that opportunity of seeing us in our glory, of not being able to get past our own names when we first start, and what it looks like when you actually break down that barrier of self-doubt, and anything can happen. And this industry proves it time and time again. I would do nothing else but what we do here, because it fills my love cup up every single day of being able to work with the most incredible people at cross line, front line, up line, down line, all the lines. And looking at where we all were when we started to who we are now, it's going to be a really cool time for us, and it won't happen without action. So anybody who is doing this, remember, you're going to be on all these incredible Zooms, but if you don't action something in 24 hours, it's like a 50% chance of using it. In 48 hours, you're not going to touch it at all. So don't end up with books full of notes and no action. Make sure you take all these incredible leaders' advice and action it that day, and it will stick in your head every day of the week. So I can't wait to see all your growth and just unlock and unravel this present of leadership. So thank you, guys.
So are you saying, Annika, that in this Millionaire Mastermind, would you, if we gave you a slot in there to add in some of your wisdom, would you be down to contribute?
Oh, James, try and stop me. Oh, really? I love it. I love teaching. Teaching is one of my most favorite things in the world. So if you would honor me for asking, I would by all means offer any advice to any of you and give my my thought on this whole concept. But I'm pumped, guys.
Let's go. All right, guys, clock is off. Take advantage, take action today. On that, Dana, Amelia, thank you. Annika, thank you. Everybody, thank you. We love you all. Thanks for coming on, and have a blessed day or evening wherever you're at. All right, remove yourself.
Thanks, Danica. Wow, this is exciting.
Bye-bye.
Thanks so much.
Such a good
Great
call.
call.
Thank you.
Good meeting you.
You're serving hard.
Exciting.
Thanks.
Can't wait to share with
Thanks,
you guys.
Dana. Thanks, James.
Bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
All right,
Bye.
thanks, guys.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
James. Thank you, everybody.